Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, we have to talk about Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez, more consequences, answering your questions on Real Madrid, and more to say about Chelsea and their plans. Let's jump into it together. And here we are guys, always talking about transfers, always here to keep you updated, always here to react also to them. Breaking news around, as we do every single day here on YouTube channel. So remember to subscribe to be together, and as I told you, in the next days and weeks I will explain you how we are gonna structure for this World Cup. It's gonna be massive, but there is the transfer window, there are many things to say, and so I will be here as always to keep you updated. Today I wanted to make a specific video about Chelsea and also some movements around their players, what's gonna happen next and more, because today, the important breaking news regarding Chelsea is on Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea announced via their manager, Liam Rosenior, that Enzo Fernandez will be sanctioned for the next 2 games and he's not gonna play against Manchester City and in FA Cup this weekend against Port Vale. That's a big decision because Enzo is not just a fantastic player, a top player, a crucial player on the pitch for Chelsea, but he's also a captain for Chelsea Football Club in crucial moments. For example, we know how Enzo as a personality is always considered an important figure internally at Chelsea. Then what happened? Chelsea manager Liam Rosenior says Enzo crossed the line. In which sense he crossed the line? Chelsea believed that his quotes after Paris Saint-Germain games were already not the best quotes possible from a leader of Chelsea Football Club. Right after the game, when asked about staying or leaving Chelsea in the summer transfer window, he was like, we have the next games and then we will see what's going to happen. He repeated that also in Argentina a few days later, and then when asked in 2 separate interviews during the international break about his future, which city he would like to leave in the future, he was mentioning Madrid, similar to Buenos Aires. So Chelsea believed that there were too many things in the space of 2-3 weeks that were making Enzo cross the line. And this is why they decided against using a crucial player and a leader like Enzo Fernandez in the next 2 games. Obviously, this is a big moment in the relationship between Enzo Fernandez and Chelsea. Because Chelsea believed this was too much. This was not just the manager. So it was not only Liam Rosenior taking this position. It was club and coach together. So owners, directors, management, and the coaching staff with the coach Liam Rosenior. All together believing this was the best solution. Because they were not happy with Enzo quotes. Enzo, on his side, I already told you guys what's my information on Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Camp and Chelsea have been negotiating for some time, for some months, over new contract. There is no agreement between Enzo and Chelsea over new contract. And so now this is why the situation between Enzo and Chelsea is also a situation in the balance at the moment, I would say, because it's not something guaranteed in terms of future together. Then I'm receiving many questions on Enzo Fernandez and Real Madrid. Guys, at the moment, the only thing we can say is that we know Real Madrid are looking at midfielders for the summer transfer window. And Enzo Fernandez, that's for sure, apart from what he said about Madrid as a city, Enzo Fernandez would love to play in Spain one day, and Enzo Fernandez would be happy about one day, I'm not saying this summer because it's not even guaranteed that it could be this summer, would be happy about a potential move to a top club like Real Madrid. But then there is Chelsea, and don't forget Chelsea in this story. Chelsea paid big money to sign Enzo Fernandez, and so they would not accept a normal proposal. I see sometimes 70, 80 million euros. I don't think Chelsea are considering at all this kind of proposals for Enzo Fernandez. So it would take big money, and we have to understand what kind of clubs could eventually approach Chelsea. On Real Madrid, that's my answer. On Paris Saint-Germain, also many questions. I'm not aware of Paris Saint-Germain being in for Enzo Fernandez. So let's see what's going to happen next, but for sure, a situation to watch from now to the summer. Then Liam Rosenior also confirms that there is no problem with Marc Cucurella. In a video the other day, I told you, with Cucurella is a different situation. Cucurella is not speaking to leave Chelsea and is not speaking to send bad messages at all. Cucurella is speaking because he's 100% committed, as Liam Rosenior said, and that's the reality. Cucurella signed on improved terms a fresh deal at Chelsea a few months ago. It was around September. So Cucurella is showing total trust in the Chelsea project. And that's also what Reece James did, for example, signing a new contract at Chelsea because these players believe in the Chelsea project, and these players have always been given assurances about what's going to happen next at Chelsea in terms of plans, in terms of ambitions, in terms of transfer windows. So all these players are all convinced to be at Chelsea. Then there was an answer from Cucurella in press conference about Barcelona. You can't reject Barcelona, but I told you in that video as well, and let me repeat today, Cucurella was not sending a message to Barcelona or sending a message to go back to Barca now. Cucurella was being very honest. If one day he can return to Spain to Barcelona, okay, that could be a possibility. He still loves the club, but Cucurella made very clear in that press conference that he's very happy at Chelsea, he's fully focused on Chelsea, his family is very happy in London, so Cucurella is not planning to leave Chelsea shortly, in few months. But Cucurella, as a leader at Chelsea, as an important player in the dressing room, and don't forget, one of the first signing of this new Chelsea era, new Chelsea owners, well, Cucurella wants to see also an improvement in terms of what Chelsea are going to do in the next months, in the next years, because they won the Club World Cup, but Cucurella believes there are the foundations, that's what he said in the press conference and in the interview, but then sometimes they need to add some different player. That's the feeling on Cucurella. Liam Rosenior and the club understood the message sent by Marc Cucurella, so that's why there will be no consequences for him, not at all. He's going to be available, there is no sanction, no problem. What I can tell you about Chelsea, guys, and that's important, is that they expect in the summer transfer window to be busy with different kind of players. Chelsea will not leave their structure and their idea to invest on top talents, on players with big potential. These will remain as part of the Chelsea project. But Chelsea are open to adding to the squad also experienced players. Players who can be already let's say, ready to make an impact immediately at Chelsea. So when you sign them, maybe you don't have to wait 6-7 months, 1 year before they are fully ready to make a difference at a top club like Chelsea. They are open now to adding more players with an immediate effect that can help Chelsea immediately. So this is going to be an addition to what they are doing with young talents. They are not leaving that route, but they want to add also more experienced players. So I expect Chelsea to be busy. I expect Chelsea to sign talents again and also some experienced players. So this will be the strategy. But Chelsea are not, let's say, changing completely. It's going to be an improvement. That's what Chelsea want to do, to maintain their ambition and to go for trophies. Because the clear message from the club is that they want absolutely to go for trophies. I want to add one name, again, here in my conversations on the video, and it's the name of Valentin Barco. Because for Valentin Barco, who is doing fantastic at Strasbourg, for Valentin Barco, let's say, first, that he has good chances, then we have to see what Lionel Scaloni decides, but he has, let's say, some chances to be in the World Cup squad for Argentina. Let's see how he will finish the season at Strasbourg, but he did very well with Argentina in the last games, even in the training sessions, very well. Scaloni and his team are following him closely, and the progress of Barco has been impressive. So he could be part of the Argentina national team squad for the World Cup. Let's see what they make as a final decision, but Scaloni is really thinking about it, because he's really, really excited by the talent of Valentin Barco. So probably deserving a spot in the Argentina squad. And then also Chelsea closely monitoring the impact of Valentin Barco, because he's doing very well at Strasbourg. At the moment, it's not a done deal, it's not signed, completed already between Chelsea and Strasbourg, same ownership group, for Barco to join Chelsea in 2026. But Chelsea are considering the possibility to sign Valentin Barco. They are controlling the situation of Valentin Barco, obviously, with him being at Strasbourg. And Chelsea really like his progress, really like his attitude, really like his mentality. So the next player to make the Strasbourg-Chelsea step could be Valentin Barco. It's not something 100% closed or decided yet, but for sure is a strong possibility for Valu Barco to become a new Chelsea player. And so guys, let me hear your thoughts on all these stories. Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez, Real Madrid, but also Cucurella, the Chelsea strategy for the summer, and then Valentin Barco. Your opinion, guys, here in comments, like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.